Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to review a product from LinkNLink, which is Universal Remote, which goes by the name eRemote TV Kit Pro Universal Remote. So basically it is just like any universal remote with the addition of this Bluetooth remote. So you can get many types of, that's a pro one, and there is another two types of other remotes are available in the market. So basically we are going to review this particular unit with Bluetooth Pro. So let's just talk about what is Universal Remote and what it does, and how this particular product is better than other products available in the market, right? So when you talk about the Universal Remote, what they can do is they can map your IR code and make it available to the Alexa by creating a virtual devices, or you can access those IR codes from the mobile itself, right? So it is fine when a person who is using it can communicate in English or in their language to the Alexa, or they can communicate or they can use devices like mobile devices, so that they can just log in and use it. But what will happen if the users who don't have access to the technology, they don't have that exposure, and a person who is also not able to say commands to the Alexa, they get nervous, and also for those scenarios it actually comes very handy to use it. So basically what they did is they created a device which is Universal Remote, right, which is Universal Remote, which are capable of doing all the functionality which can be offered by any Universal Remote, plus they also give another addition with this BT remote. So the way they did is you can map your IR codes or your TV remote codes to this particular unit, and then you can choose those IR codes with this button. So you can imagine if you want to map two devices, maybe a soundbar or your TV, and then you can just actually map those remotes within this particular remote. So you can just use one single button to control the volume of both the devices, right? So it will be increasing, or it can turn off your TV, and also you can map it to increase the volume of any other thing. So that is one thing. Second thing which it can do is you can actually control multiple devices with it using any routine which can be created within the LinkNLink app. So if you have seen my previous videos where I have shown you that how you can create routines in Broadlink app. Similarly, you can do that as well. So you can learn different remotes using this particular unit, and thus you can perform routines. I mean you can actually program the routines, or you can say you can create routines with different combination of the IR codes, and you can map that particular routine with this button. So basically if you have a scenario where you need to turn on the TV and then turn on the soundbar, if it is not capable of turning it on by itself, if it is not using HDMI or any similar stuff, so maybe using optical input, so you can just click one button and it will actually broadcast the signal for the TV, and it can wait, and then it can broadcast the signal for the soundbar as well. So those kinds of scenarios very nice, and it can be done very easily. And also the another feature which it offers is you can actually trigger Alexa routines with it. So that is one of the, I think, coolest feature, and if I'm not mistaken, that is the only device available in the market who can actually do it, which is capable of executing routines from the remote. So you can imagine if you have a scenario where you have a TV which is whose power is controlled by some switch, and then you have a different remote for your TV, and then you have a sound bar which is again controlled by its power is controlled by another device, and also it has a different remote. So in order to turn on the whole setup, you need to control 4 devices, right? So one is to power on TV, then second is broadcast the signal for turning on the TV, and then turn on the soundbar power, and then turn on the soundbar using a remote. So these four devices, which is totally different, because nowadays you don't find any uh, IR-based power Alexa switches. So you need to control it using either the app or the Alexa. So what you can do is you can create a routine in the Alexa app and add it like turn the power on for TV, then broadcast the signal for TV on, and then wait, and then turn on the physical switch of the soundbar, and then broadcast the IR signal to this using virtual devices. So all these can be controlled by the single button. So you can imagine what kind of combination you can actually do. So if you talk about the real case scenario, which I have done in my home setup, so I have a very similar setup, but for that I need to use turn on device button. So this is here. So similar button is available in my living room as well. So what I did is I set it up by clicking this one time, and it can actually execute whole routine which I have discussed about. But the problem with this is it is a very unique form factor, and it is very irritating to use these devices first, clicking this and then take out the remote and then carry it somewhere else and then use it that. But with this, you can actually map your Alexa routine with this button, and then rest of the things can be controlled within the LinkNLink app using this remote. So you can imagine if you have maybe a 2 speaker setup, so you can just add this mute button and execute that in the Alexa routine maybe, and then it will actually mute the whole system. Or imagination is endless, and you can actually control n number of devices with this. And the cool thing about this that is you can trigger Alexa routine with all the buttons available in this remote. So this is the reason why I'm saying that it is one of the most unique devices I have ever came across, and I think it will gonna break everything related to the universal remote market. So I'm really happy to use this, and let's just this is all about review and everything, and I hope I make you understand that how things are working. And in the next part I will be showing you each and every functions of this remote, what can be done with a practical use case, and understand this device better. So guys, we are in LinkNLink app, and you can see very similar interface of the Broadlink or any other universal remote app available in the market. So there are a bunch of options already added. So you can see first option is home bridge. So when you edit home bridge to your application, it will look like this. And then you have a BLE Remote Pro. You can add that Remote Pro by following the LinkNLink channel. There they have shown that how you can connect it. And then I have added a few other devices. One is my monitor, which is a remote based monitor. So I have added that as a virtual remote, and then we have a virtual button, which is a concept from the Broadlink only. So this comes in handy. We will see where it can come in handy. And then another is my custom remote, which I use for my input switching. So let's just see how we can create any add any virtual device so that you can get the understanding that how similar it is as it was in Broadlink app. So let's just go to the home bridge device, and here we can just click add to add any virtual device. So for this particular thing we will use TV, and as you can see there are other compatible devices are available, like TS sensor mini or contact sensor. So they must be supporting Bluetooth based or other contact sensor with this home bridge, because it supports Bluetooth connectivity. So we can add those devices too, but for this demo we are just using TV. So when you click on it, it will ask that you need to know this and all. So you can just skip this because it's very common thing which it is saying that it will going to be a communicating with IA hub and all. So let's just click on the add appliance, and here you will see a bunch of companies which have IR codes built into this app. So in our case, I will be using IR remote from my Samsung monitor. So I don't think my Samsung monitor is in this, because it is a monitor, not a TV, so it won't be there. So for those scenarios, we can just click TV and click on add appliances, and here I will just click on the cannot find my brand very easily. So this option is very handy when you talk about Broadlink apps or LinkNLink app, because if you go with the Smart Life app, you won't find this type of option very easily. You need to go to the custom do it yourself option. So that is why I really like this interface. So now you need to choose room. So I will just use living room for now and click on next, name your device. So here this name will be the name which will be recognized by Alexa as well. So do mind that. So let me just use temp name. So temp TV. So when you go to the Alexa, it will be listed as a temp TV there. And you need to understand that when you added any virtual remote to it, only on and off is available. So if you wants to increase volume and also, you need to create every remote device with this. And later on the video we will see this kind of functionality which is not available from the Alexa natively. You can use it using remote TV kit and routines to overcome all these drawbacks. So let's just click on the save, and I will just use I know it, because what it is saying is that whatever device you are going to use, it will be a sub device of this home bridge, because we are going to use it using a home bridge only. So it will not be listed without outside of the home bridge. So it will be sub device, we know that. So let's just click I know it, and you need to do use device now. And here you can see a bunch of buttons available with us. So let's just click on it. So I will just use my another mobile. So now let's continue from here. So as you can see, we have this interface. So in order to add any remote, what you need to do is you need to click on it, so that we have the option to learn that remote. So I will just use power button for now. So when you click on it, it will ask that do you want to start learning. So I will just click on the start learning, and here what you need to do is you have 30 seconds to click any button of your remote, so that it will be learned, and you need to be as close as possible to the device. And if you can see, it is showing some very red light to indicate that it is going to learn. So I will just click quickly. So as you can see, as soon as I click this, it registered the click, and it is asked that receive remote signals. So it has received the remote signal, and click button to see whether it is working or not. So let's just see whether my monitor will be turned on or not. So let's just click on this, and as you can see, TV remote button is being clicked successfully. So I will just use yes on it. So now my temp TV is showing here, and when you go back, you will see temp TV is online now. So it should be detected by Alexa as well. So let me just go there and find out where it is been registered. So now when I open the app, Alexa app, it is already showing that temp TV is connected, And when you click on this, it should take us to the device itself, and I think we are not able to do that because it is a virtual device. It can be only be triggered using Alexa. So let me just try it. So let me just give the command, Alexa, turn off temp TV.
Okay.
And now turn on, Alexa, turn on temp TV.
Okay.
So now you get it that how quickly we can add any remote to this particular app and connect it to Alexa without any hassle. So I think it took us around 5 to 7 minutes only. Now we will move to the all the functionality related to this remote and discuss more about it. So in the previous section, you have seen that how we can add any virtual devices to the smart home bridge. Now let's just discuss about the BLE Remote Pro. So we have already discussed that you can access the uh, instructions of how to connect this Bluetooth Remote Pro from the LinkNLink official channel. And now when you connected it, it will be visible like this. As you can see, BLE Remote Pro, the second option. Either you can go from here, or you can click the home bridge, because it will be sub devices of that BLE Remote Pro, and go to and click on the arrow button of after the connected label. So here you will see a bunch of remote. So before going deep into this, one thing I need to tell you that whenever you enter this, or you connect this Bluetooth Remote Pro to this LinkNLink app, there will be virtual devices added. Lots of virtual devices will be added to the Alexa, which can be used as a trigger of the Alexa routine, which is the very unique feature of this. So let's just first see that how we can use that, and then we will discuss more about the remote will be available with us. So as you can see, this will be the remote, which have power, mute, 4 arrow buttons for navigation and OK. Then we have back button, and then volume control button, source, home, mic button, and menu button, and channel 1, channel 2 button, right? And if we see the physical remote, so let me just show you from the camera. Let me just turn off the light. So as you can see, this is very similar remote: power, mute, navigation buttons, OK, and then all bunch of so basically what LinkNLink does is when you actually connect this remote to the universal hub, all those buttons will be added as a virtual buttons in the Alexa app, which can be used as a trigger. So basically when you click on this, you can actually trigger some routine on the Alexa app. So for example, why they did it is there might be a chance where you wants to control devices which are outside of the IR capabilities, or you can say there might not have any IR devices. So there must be some other maybe Zigbee hub or something which you need to control. So what it does is you can just add any power routine to this. So when you click on it, it will actually trigger the routine, and on that routine you can just use those devices which is using different protocol, but compatible with the Alexa. So you can just turn on for all those devices. So you can imagine that how cool is that, and how this will become the game changer of this universal thing altogether. So let me just show you how those all buttons will be listed in the Alexa app. So for that we need to go to the Alexa app. So let's just open the Alexa app, and on the Alexa app we need to go to the routines. Inside the routine we need to go to the add routine option, and then in the add routine option, in order to see all the devices which is capable of triggering routine, we need to go to the add event section. So here we all know that it will be listed inside smart home options. So let's just click on the smart home option. So once we click the smart home option, it will show all the devices. As you can see, it is already been shown like back button, channel 1, channel 2 is there. Then we have down, and then we also have a home option. So channel 1, channel 2 is there, back is there. Let's just see more. Let's scroll down a little bit more, and where we now we see home button, and we see a menu button. OK is there, right is there, setting button is there, and the source button is also there. And now we have up button, volume down and volume up. So all those buttons are listed here. So let's just see it once more. Channel 1, channel 2, down, home, left, menu, mute, OK, and up. I think all the button which is available in the remote is showing it in here. So let's just try to choose one option so that we can test whether the routine is being triggered or not. So let's just use up button for that. So what it will do is it will say that when up is pressed, it will do something. So we will just use Alexa say command in this, because we are inside Alexa app, it always get triggered. So in the customization option, we need to add this as a response. So I will just type up button is pressed and click on next. So after choosing next, it will ask for the device from which we get the response. So let's just choose device as a EcoShow 8 and click on save. So what this routine will do is when we click a up button here, it will execute it, and Alexa will say up is been pressed. See, now I will be using up button and see whether it says something or not.
Up button is pressed.
So as you can see how quick it is when you click something and it will just respond to it. So you can imagine that what kind of automation you can do with this, and I'm really excited. I haven't so similarly you can add all those controls, like all those routines mapped to all the remotes. So this is the functionality which I was talking about to trigger routine, Alexa routine using a remote button. I think my net is not working fine. So let's just discuss more about the remote in the later section of the video in terms of LinkNLink app. So guys, in previous section we have seen how we can trigger Alexa routine using a physical remote. Now in this section we will be discussing more about what are the functionality offered by LinkNLink app within the app without having to go to any Alexa or anything else. So in order to see that, we need to go to inside BLE Remote Pro options. So you need to click on it and it will take you inside, and here you will see 4 remotes which already be mapped to particular remotes. So by default it will come with a Roku remote, Samsung TV remote, LG remote and Vizio remote. So coincidentally I didn't have any of those devices in my home, so I can't say that what Roku device version is supported by this app, but you should get the idea that it is capable of like having 4 remotes at a time. So they are the pre-built remote which can be mapped to your devices, and you also get the option to switch profiles. So you can actually map those remotes with a shortcut which can be used from the remote. So if I show you according to their manual, so here they have mentioned that these 4 profiles are mapped by default. So you can say Roku is the volume down or maybe volume up, and then Samsung is the volume down, and LG and Vizio. So when you click in the combination like remote has become, so you need to press mic button and then corresponding button, it will switch to that profile only. So the way it will work is when you like use this remote and press this and this, it will switch to the Roku button. When you press this and this, it will switch to the Samsung, and vice versa with LG and Vizio. So the main benefit of this is that if you don't want to get into lots of things, you can just map your virtual devices with this particular remote profiles, right? And you can also rename these devices, but don't get confused with the Alexa virtual devices, because these devices which we have just seen in the app is within the LinkNLink app only. So it will not be it will not be discovered by the Alexa. So do mind that, because that learning part is directly related to the universal hub, and this one is going to add another layer of interface with your already added virtual devices. So for example, maybe I will try to add it again. So as you can see, there are only 2 buttons available with us, so power and all, because I have already added it. So let me just use it again. So let me just use bind device option for now, and it will ask that what device you need to bind. So as you can see, in earlier part of the video, we have created a temp TV. So this device is the only device which is available with us. So now you started to understand that first you need to add a device to your universal hub, and then only that device will be available for us to be mapped with our remote button. So I will just use this one, and it is been mapped, I think, but I think because it is not the same remote which we have used to bind it, so I will just use rebind key for now for the sake of clarity. So here I want to use like power button, which we have already registered it. So let me just click on it, and now it will show the another the same option. So here you can map individual keys to it. So I will just use Samsung M7 monitor power. So here or maybe temp TV, because if you have remembered that we have already only registered temp TV power button only. So let's just click on it, and it should show our remote here. So now you can see all sorts of remote are available with us. So instead of bind remote, I will suggest you to do bind key option, because it will give you an access to all the remote, because it will not going to be mapped exactly with your available Roku, Samsung remote kind of interface, because all remotes have different buttons and functionality. So I think that will be the best option to register the buttons. So here I will just use power option, And now what happens is the temp TV which we have already registered with a power button, that key is mapped to the physical remote of our button now. So now that virtual device is already available with Alexa or Echo devices, and now we can use the same functionality using our remote. So let's just see first before going there I will just use done button here. Okay, and now let me just switch to the camera and see whether it is working or not. So I will just click this. So as you can, it has been off, and when I click on it, it will just on. So let's just see whether the profile thing is working or not. So we are on this particular profile. Let me just switch to Roku and try to see. Maybe I need to click. So let's just see whether it is working or not. So I have just switched it to the profile 1 by clicking this, and I will just try to press this one. So as you can see, nothing is happening because it is broadcasting the signal of Roku power button. So for switching the profile, what you need to do is I was trying to press both at the same time, but the trick is you need to just first press this and then this. So for Samsung we need to press volume down button. So let me just try it again. So within 1 second you need to press this, and let's see whether it can be used as Samsung remote or not. So as you can see, it is been used as a Samsung remote now. So now for the sake of clarity, let me just switch again to the Roku profile. So I will just press this and see whether our button is working or not. So as you can see, it is not working now. So now you can see how easy it is to register our buttons to this particular remote. So now you can see currently this profile is being used, and we can also switch it to this profile. And one thing you should notice that this particular thing will not going to work from here. So I was thinking of like it is being shown, so we can actually use it, but it is just for the sake of showing this. If you want to use as a like as a mobile interface for your remotes, you need to go to your home bridge and then add your devices inside here, not inside the BLE remote. So BLE remote is used for just mapping purpose. It is not able to broadcast signals. The only thing you can do is with this particular Bluetooth remote. So I think we have discussed mostly all the things related to this device, and the only option which we are not covering right now is the voice button, because it is being in a developing mode. So the unit which I got doesn't have is not responding to me, so I'm not going to cover this. So once it is being published, I will also make a video of this. So let's just go to the app and see what other options we have with us. So in the last sections we have covered how we can trigger the Alexa routine using remote buttons to trigger, and then we have also seen that how to register virtual devices to the universal home bridge, and then we have also discussed how we can switch profiles using a remote control. And now let's just discuss more about routines within the LinkNLink app. So we now understand that this device is capable of executing routines from the Alexa, but it also have inbuilt functionality for the remote routines also. So where it will come in handy, so when you have bunch of IR devices you can just add all those devices within this LinkNLink app, and you can just use routines to trigger all the devices in a different combination. So why you want to use it instead of using it with Alexa? Because when you use native apps routines, they are much faster as compared to the Alexa routine, because they are coming from the same server, and also because of the compatibility, they can actually wait and delay the process, because they have in a their process pipeline is the same, whereas in Alexa they are coming from different servers, so it will be like a very much delay in the execution of the routines. So in order to create a routine, you need to go to the routine. It will be visible in the bottom of the section, the second option, and then you need to click on the plus icon. Here you will see very much similar interface like we have seen in the BroadLink app. So here you can add a routine name. So I will just use test button. So maybe down here. So we can just add, and here comes the part where you can use your devices to execute routines. So earlier when you talk about the BroadLink app, you won't see much much triggering devices, especially in India, because the only options which we have at that time is using temperature and humidity, and it was not available in the Alexa app. So you only left with the BroadLink app to execute any if temperature goes down by 27, you can turn off the AC or so. So this kind of routine can be done with that. And now with this you can see how many options we have with this. So we have a specific time, weather changes. It's like a very to the point things. But what we are interested in is this device operated options. So when you click on it, it will show you a bunch of devices, and if you see it carefully, there is a bottom section where it is saying that the following devices does not support triggering. So as you can see, the device which we have added as a virtual device. So Samsung M7 monitor, my input switch, and temp TV, which we have added in this video. So these are all virtual devices which where we have add IR code to it. So they are not capable of executing any routines, which is fine, because most of the vendors does not. I think all the vendors doesn't have that functionality to be mapped with the IR code remotes. So the first option we have is living smart home bridge. Let's see what options we have here. So here it is showing temperature, humidity, motion, and offline. So whenever your device goes offline, it will execute some things, but again I think maybe notification will be generated, because other than that, if your device is offline, you can't execute any routines. And temperature and humidity, I think will be used by Bluetooth sensor, which we have seen earlier. And then the motion is also related to some other sensor. So basically we can't use any of those things here, but it is showing that 30. So I think this temperature will be used by I don't know, maybe from the internet, because I haven't seen anything in the manual where it's saying that it has a temperature sensor. So let's just skip this for now. And what we are more interested in this, the BLE Remote Pro. So when you click on it, it will actually show you all the buttons. So you can actually decide which button to use to execute any routine. So let's just use down. So as you can see, it is being added as down press. So whenever you click down, it can actually execute the actions, which can be a device from the LinkNLink app. So let's just click on the do action part, and it will show you activate scene, push notification, and certain device. So you can use any of those things. So let's just for now, because we have already created a device, so let's just use that. And here you can see we have bunch of other options. So now we can trigger anything which is available with us within the Homebridge app. So let's just use Temp TV, and now we can see we have that action power. So whenever we are going to click on this, it should be used as a power button here. So I know it's like a very simple task, but the main purpose of this video is to give you the overview of the functionality in a simplest way. So I'm just going to use this, and maybe I can do something like push notification on the phone here, and I will just use down button being pressed. Okay, so I think we are done with this. We are not interested in any conditions. So let's just see what conditions. So condition can be whether it should be triggered within the time difference or not, or whether the temperature is higher or not. So stuffs like that, and we can't use any certain condition because I don't think we have anything related to it. So let's just skip this for now, and choose group. I will not use anything. So let's just click save and see whether it is working or not. So here we have this remote, and now you need to understand that it doesn't matter what profile you are choosing, maybe Roku or any other device, it will always trigger like this one, because they are directly mapped to the Alexa, and similarly they are also mapped with directly to the LinkNLink. So it doesn't matter what profile you are in, it should be used. So let's see whether what I'm saying is correct or not. So I will just click. So nothing is working. Okay, so it's kind of slow, but it's actually working. So this kind of delay is very like normal, because it has to go through many things. So let's just try it again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, 8 seconds. That was maybe my internet is kind of slow. So let's just try it again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, it's this time it's 11. So maybe their routine is slow, I don't know, but I give you the idea. Maybe they will do something about this in the future with some update. So this is the section related to the routines, how we can use it. So the only thing which is left is the virtual button. So let's just discuss in the next section. So before moving to the virtual button, let's just discuss about scenes. So scenes are the things which can be triggered by Alexa directly by saying that activate and the scene name, and they can also be used here with a virtual button. So in order to create a scene, all you need to do is you need to go to the app and click on plus button, and here you will see add scene icon. So let's just click on the add scene, and here we can use general scene option, and we need to select icon. Maybe we will just use music icon, and from the scene name I will just use my test scene, or maybe I will just use my music scene. Okay, I will just use save, and here execute from, it will be the cloud. And now we need to add a device which will going to perform action when we call this in. So As we have already added a time TV, let's just use that virtual device only. And here you can select any option of the remote. So I will just use this power option, and there is no need to add anything else. So you will get the idea that how we can create a simple scene. And when you click save, so it should be available in the Alexa. So let me just go there, and before going there, let's just see what is the scene name. It's a My Music scene. And let me go to the Alexa app and see whether it is being showing or not. So as you can see, it is saying that the Alexa automatically added a scene named My Music scene. Now we can test it by calling the Alexa. So let's just.
Good afternoon, Prashant. Sorry.
So I will just click on this and say activate My Music scene, which is the name, and it should turn on our monitor, or I mean turn off our monitor. So I will just adjust the angle of the monitor so that we can see whether it is being turned on or off. So let's just say activate My Music scene.
Okay.
So as you can see, it has been turned off, and I will say it again, it will just toggle it. Activate My Music scene.
Okay.
So now it is being turned on. So let's just see how virtual buttons can be used with this. So in order to add any virtual button, we need to click on the plus icon and select add device. And here we need to go to the smart services. So when we click on it, it will list all these options. So maybe LinkNLink have more devices related to these things. So we are just interested the only thing we are interested in this is virtual button. So let's just click on the virtual button, and here we need to use the room, and I will just select next name, and for virtual button I will just use virtual button music test. So there I need to click save, and it will say use the device now. And also if you see the notification that it is being added as a Alexa routine, so we can actually use this particular virtual button to trigger Alexa routine as well. So let's just click on use device now, and here we don't need to do anything, so we can just go back from here. And now our button is being added. So now we can just go to the Alexa app and use this virtual button music test as a triggering point and see what will happen. So for that we need to go to the Alexa app and go to the we also see that it is been added, virtual button music test is connected. So we need to go to the more and click on routine option, and in the routine option we need to go to the plus icon, and here we need to click add an event, and here we need to go to the smart home, and there we must have option like my music test. So link virtual button is there, my music virtual button is there, so it has been added. So we can just use as a triggering action and click on save. And now we can just add Alexa say command, which will say something like virtual button is being pressed, and click on next. And after clicking next, it will ask to choose a device, so I will just use Echo Show 8. which is the closest Echo devices I have. So I will just click on save. So when we save this, we can also execute it from here, but what I was trying to show you is you can use this icon from your LinkNLink app and trigger the Alexa routine. So let's just see our Echo Show, and I will just press this button. Let me just press this. So I did something misconfigure this. So here we need to add virtual button music test button. So I have used my music button, I think. So I have reset this and add a right button here, and now when you go here and press this icon, it should play.
Virtual button is being pressed.
So as you can see how easy it is to execute routine from LinkNLink app as well using a virtual button. So guys, let's take the summary about this particular device, and I really love this device, and if you've seen all the whole video, you can see that how easy to add any device to this particular universal remote, and how to map any device to this Bluetooth remote, and how to execute routines, Alexa routines actually, to the remote, and also how to execute LinkNLink routines within the app, how to activate scenes using Alexa by adding it in LinkNLink, and how to switch different profiles. So there are 4 available profiles available in the remote, which can be switched by pressing the combination of mic and volume down, up, and channel 1 and channel 2 buttons. And I think they have covered all those things which should be available in all the universal remote, and they actually have done it, and they are very responsive. I haven't seen like any much of the lag. There are some delay in the execution of routines sometimes, but most of the time it works just like it should, I think within 1 or 2 seconds. So I will highly recommend this device, and the purchase link will be in the comment below. And I think for now it is only available in UK and USA. In India it is not available. I got the sample unit to particularly review this unit. So I think I try my best to give the overview in as simple as possible manner. So I will be creating more videos about the complicated routines which I generally use in my home setup with this. So I will give you an example of that. I have a ZigBee button which actually executes a routine. What it does is it will actually turn off the monitor, and it also turn off the fan, and it also turn off the whole thing. So I can actually replace this button with this remote button and do the same thing, and I don't have to purchase separate ZigBee hub and ZigBee button just to have that functionality. So I think it will going to be a awesome product in the market, and I highly recommend it, and it's very responsive, because most of the time Bluetooth devices are not that good as compared to the ZigBee one, but I find it very consistent. So I leave it for like 7 days, 12 days to be turned on like that, and whenever I press this button, it actually turn on my monitor. So it's highly responsive, and I think I started to love this device. So if you have any question and comment regarding this particular device, please comment below. I will try to answer them as soon as possible, and meet you in next video. Bye, take care.